Do you ever do this in League of Legends? For 10 seasons, these little assholes have been baiting me with their low health, and it ends today. Today is the day I learn how to kill them every single time. Today is the day they stop laughing at me. Today is the day that it all changes. I will never miss a cannon minion again. I would say on average I unnecessarily miss about 500 through 1,000 gold of CS every game. If you converted that gold into the American dollar and then you used it to go to Taco Bell and buy Baja Blast from Taco Bell, it would come out to exactly 334 and a half Taco Bell Baja Blasts. Obviously this is a huge problem because Baja Blasts are precious and should not be sacrificed. I've discovered that two of the biggest reasons I might miss a cannon minion are 1, bad wave management, and 2, last hit mechanics. Alright, so how am I going to stop missing cannon minions mechanically? Anytime I miss a cannon minion due to mechanics, I'm going to let my girlfriend pluck out one of my beard hair or eyebrows. Ouch, ouch. I'm really just going with the shot caller approach on that. I figure if pain can fix anything, it is this problem. So that just leaves wave management. First thing I do whenever I want to learn any new concept in League is go watch Coach Curtis video. I spent a couple hours watching through his wave manipulation videos, trying to get an understanding of the basic fundamentals. Alright, so crash course wave management, here we go. Wanna know what's worse than a jungle main? Absolutely nothing. Get fucked. I hate junglers because my wave state is this beautiful, delicate piece of artwork that I've crafted, and it's their job to come fuck it up and take a shit all over it. Which leads to the first rule of wave management. If your wave is slow pushing towards the enemy, then a good jungler will take advantage of that and they'll gank you. And they'll destroy your beautiful wave. Which leads to rule number 2. You gotta know when your next wave is coming. Or that is what I've discovered, because there is nothing worse than having to back and having 3 waves crash into your turret and you miss all of it, and then your lane's pretty fucked. And finally, the last rule of wave management. I will admit I'm kind of a dipshit for not realizing this sooner, but the golden rule for me was always 4 caster minions equals a freeze, but it's not really 4 casters if 1 is low HP, is it? You need 4 full HP casters or some other combo like 1 cannon, 2 melees, 2 casters, etc. Learning this actually made me think of all those times I got flamed when the person asked me if my monitors turned off. It's a valid question at this point.
This jungler sucks.
So now onto actual gameplay. This clip is before I watched anything on wave management, so it was when I was still terrible at everything. And so real quick, the idea is shove the wave in, roam bot, get a kill, come back and get the full wave. But let me paint a picture for you. Middle school, you're the class bully and you shit on the same kid every day. Then one day he's like, hey, Justin called you a little bitch. And so you go beat the shit out of Justin every day for 2 years. So 2 years later, high school, the first kid is jacked. He comes to find you on the first day of school and tells you he's been waiting for this day for 2 years. He rips your goddamn arms off. So the moral of the story, don't get shit on someone else, shit on the biggest potential threat. That way you'll always be a little bit stronger than them and you can keep them impressed. If you look at how I manage this wave, I blow my whole load on it in the beginning, and when I do crash it into the turret, it's with 4 minions. If you're gonna crash a wave and roam, then you need at least a full wave, hopefully 2 full waves. I roam bot and get a kill, yes, but I also lose all pressure I had on Vladimir. What I should have done is build up 2 huge waves mid, crash it in, and then use that time to exert pressure on the map. Now this is what it's supposed to look like. This is peak League of Legends gameplay. If I slow build this wave perfectly and I crash this massive wave into Talon's turret, it gives me so much more time to go around and make a play. As you see here, I'm able to go bot, I pick up a double kill, then I'm able to pick up the whole wave bot. So because I have all that extra time, I have a little more flexibility with my decision making. If I feel like the kills bot aren't going to work out halfway there in the jungle, I can go back to my lane and I won't lose anything. So that is the benefit of stacking big waves. Ow. Ow! Ow! Okay. You grabbed 3? Okay, thanks. It doesn't hurt that bad. Next time, beard hair. Beard hair hurt really bad. Alright, I'll preface this by saying that getting a good freeze off is a direct result of being good at your champion. If I'm getting stomped in lane, there's almost no way I'm ever going to get a freeze off unless my jungle is hard camping. So in my eyes, there's 2 kinds of freezes. There's the freeze where you're trying to zone your enemy off the wave. You're trying to completely trap them so that they either lose CS or they die. This is a kind of freeze where the enemy has to call for their jungler to either gank or kill you or to shove the wave in. On a side note, that's what makes the relationship between junglers and laners so toxic. If you think about it this way, jungler is like your rich dad that always bails you out of shitty situations when you fuck up. Then being a laner is like your super rich dad dies and you can't stop doing cocaine, so you end up in jail and there's no one to bail you out. Another type of freeze is a reset freeze, where you have the wave in a good state, your enemy's backed, and so you don't want them to get a reset before you, but you also don't have time to push the wave in and reset before they get back. Here's what a bad zoning enemy freeze looks like. I have the enemy completely zoned, but I don't thin the wave out enough, and I become too aggressive, so I completely lose control of the wave. A good laner will recognize that the most important part about about this lane right now is keeping the wave where it is and zoning the enemy off CS and experience. And here's what a good one looks like. This Victor can't touch his wave for probably like 45 seconds. As soon as he goes to try and reset it, I just haul in. This is one of those things where you have to be really careful because he's definitely spam pinging his jungler right now to come help him out. But the best way to recognize when you can freeze is if you know for a fact that you can win the all-in, then it's good to start thinking about what you want to do with your wave to set up a freeze. So if it's slow pushing towards him, you'd want to stack 2 waves, crash it into him, then it'll push back towards you, and then at that point you can pull it into your turret, keep it right under your turret, and then zone him off it. And now we're gonna speedrun part 2. Bad reset freeze, I didn't thin the wave, I'm an idiot. Good reset freeze, I looked at the minion health and I knew I'd thin the wave just enough for it to barely reach my turret by the time I return the lane.
Do you fucking hate yourself? Do you wake up every day and wonder why? Do you just think why? Boy, do I have a solution for you. Introducing having a girlfriend pull out one of your beard hairs. If you want your life to be more painful and terrible, then I would recommend this to anyone. When she pulls out one of my hairs, I want to ram my head through our sliding glass door. It's been a great motivator to not play League of Legends all day. For more information, you can subscribe at IHateMyLife.com. $99.99 a month. To my PayPal, thank you.
This is a huge part of wave management I feel like I was always getting hard punished for. Sometimes you're gonna get stomped in lane, and sometimes you're gonna get camped by the jungler and you're just losing. And in those situations, the best thing you can do is look forward to how much will I lose? How much golden experience will I lose if I stay right now? Can I put myself in a better situation? Can I be there when drag spawns with full health? Can I get back to the lane when the cannon wave is there so that I can get more XP and CS? This is a decent example of me cutting my losses. I get ganked by this Kayn and I die to this Ahri. My wave right now could literally not be in a worse spot. It's going to slow push into this Ahri so that it's under her turret by the time she gets back. So even if I do go back to lane, she's going to be able to zone me off the wave. It's going to slow push into me. So I have 2 options. Either I can go back to lane and be kind of dog shit. Like I'll be able to soak up some CS and XP, but it's also going to slow push back into me. And so she's going to have a lot of room to work with. And I think being neutral in this situation would have lost me the game. And so I use my slow pushing wave as an opportunity to go roam top. And I miss CS and XP in the mid lane. But as you see, I get this Tryndamere kill, and then I'm able to follow Kayn into his jungle, pick up that kill, and then I can even get back to my lane for the wave. So while this wave originally was in a terrible spot, I use it as an opportunity to cut my losses and do some work on the other parts of the map. This video took way too long to make, but I learned the fundamentals of wave management. It took me about 3 weeks to get all the basics down and even some more advanced concepts. I don't think pulling my face hairs out helped. All it really did was traumatize my girlfriend, which was also fun. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye. Thank you.